Hello everyone! I want to tell about my country I live in. I think that you know a lot about our country because it's a very young state. Our motherland is Kazakhstan. Today we will discuss one of the most important problems of Kazakhstan. This is technological backwardness. At the beginning of our way we were one of the technically backward countries. Despite the enviable raw materials wealth, Kazakhstan did not own them. And this is now a problem, and in the future it may become worse. The technological backwardness of some enterprises, the lack of an effective connection between science and production pose a certain threat to the country's economic security.
According to statistics from social surveys, Kazakhstanis read that Kazakhstan is heading to the top slowly but surely. But most importantly, about 70% of the responding people do not consider far from the most important problem. We cannot move forward without a dynamically developing economy. Because of this, it is impossible to increase budget revenues and reduce employment. Where there are conditions, only then we go forward. We need a technological breakthrough, and only the will we lead in the front ranks of countries.
If we don't make this breakthrough, then we will hopelessly really lag behind, And this will have very serious consequences. We didn't just lag behind, we continue to lag behind. Our pace of development is much lower than in the West and indeed in the Southeast. Therefore, the gap from the most technologically advanced countries is constantly widening. So we boast of our vastness, and we don't use this our lands not so technologically. And so, wherever you look, in almost many places, mainly foreign companies work for the main one. This is stressing me. But this gives absolutely nothing to ordinary citizens. Probably every citizen of Kazakhstan will feel that way, just like I do when I think about this problem. But we are still trying to come up with something. It's better than sitting back, and we don't stop believing in a good.
To solve this problem, begin our education and prepare to experience it. Qualified personnel in various technological areas. Using the internet to learn unfamiliar things to the depth of its foundation is the most important. The basis for creating new jobs should be a powerful technological breakthrough, which will also contribute to increasing the real incomes of Kazakh people and increasing the efficiency of the economy. In addition, the development of the smart city concept in the largest cities of the country is part of the Digital Kazakhstan State program, which is aimed to improving the quality of life through the efficient operation of city services, the environmental use of resources, the transition to electronic provision of services, and improving security. It should be noted that everything needs to do gradually and in stages.
We should think only about the disadvantages. Think about what could happen if we reached our goal with the help of the IT. It would make people's lives so much easier. We wouldn't live in a completely different world. And we may even solve a lot of problems. For example, with the digitalization, life will be a lot of easier for elderly and disabled people. If we build our own unique kind of technology, that will definitely bring us a lot of investors and resources from those. This could be our chance to be on one of the most developed countries in the world.
Let's talk about our dreams. First of all, I want that our motherland will bring into the 30 most developed countries in the world. In the future, nice to see Kazakhstan into the high developed IT countries. I expect that Kazakhstan will be number one exporter of IT products in the world. I want to see that moment when crowd of people will use IT products of Kazakhstan, and in the streets will sing, dance, talking Kazakh.
Imagine in the future we had technologies like Hyperloop all over the countries. This would make traveling so much easier. What if artificial intelligence could be a thing and we could have developed it in our country? This could make use to a lot less physical work and will generate high amounts of new jobs and professions.
Yes, that will be amazing. It has always been a dream of mine to see Kazakhstan being on top of the world. I believe in that with my God. It is so wonderful to realize that actually we have the power to do that. Each of us, and especially younger generations, could have an impact on that without a doubt. However, there are a lot of things that we have to do in order to achieve this.
Don't you think that it will be too hard to do that? We still have a lot of problems even in the IT sector. So to be in the top 30 in the world is going to be a really difficult challenge. I think that it will be probably a few decades to do that, and who knows what might happen in the future. We have to be very careful. For example, with the coronavirus, our economy has been affected in a bad way. Our currency has devalued, and people have lost their jobs. In this kind of case, digitalization will be the best solution. However, building that digital system requires a huge amount of resources, including time and money.
I believe that the openness of our state helped us. Thanks to these technologies and the investments went into the country, enterprises began to emerge, albeit mainly assembly ones. Citizens of Kazakhstan joined modern technologies, which also contributed to the implementation of the breakthrough. After the sovereignty of Kazakhstan, we began to introduce modern technologies to our country, and it goes on. It grows every day. It will make me happy. All the technologies that we use now are a reward of the past, and in the future we will certainly be the leading state.